Alright, so now we're going to put the motor mount onto the deck. And we've got a couple of foam squares on there. We finally freed up. And just basically, there's a couple of ways you can do it. I just eyeball it. I don't get too super worried about it. And placement, you got a range of options. I like to put the back of the bell housing right on the edge of the prop cutout hole, the front edge. Just you can see it's just a little bit further, and then back. I just take it right there. And that's not what's marked on the plans. You can put it there if you want. It's not going to matter. But this is just kind of where I do it. It gives me a little bit more solid motor mount positioning. All right, and I'm just centering it, just using my eyeball, so it'll look even on both sides. Looks pretty even. You know, and this thing can be pretty skewed, believe it or not, and the plane flies fine. You know, we've had very skewed setups, so don't get super worried about it. Just make sure the prop's not going to hit anything. All right, that's and there you go. So that's attached, and then the next step is punch some holes and get that all taken care of. So these holes here just go through both sides. And if you put the foam tape squares over the holes, it can be a little sticky, so I tend not to do that, just to make it go a little faster. See? All right, so what's happened here is that these haven't gone all the way through. I didn't quite punch hard enough. That's all right. Just punch the other way, and you'll get them. All right. I'm being a little conservative because I have borrowed this wonderful green building surface. I don't want to put holes in it. Alright, so what I like to do when I'm doing it is just put the zip tie. I do them front to back, and they will break sometimes, these zip ties on hard landings or crashes. So I think it just helps to have some redundancy there. And zip tie it up. There's one. Get another. I'm doing the zip ties to the front. They're a little easier to get at. If you do the zip ties toward the back, which I do too, then it can be hard to get at the little blobby bit and get the zip to go through. But it doesn't matter. All right. And then we're just going to zip tie that up like that. That's nice and tight. You can probably see how this kind of, I don't like it the other one. We'll get them tight. And there. Okay, so that's all through. I'm pulling it. And I'm going to just pull this a little tighter with my pliers, because I want this to be, see how much they're puffed out. I don't really want them out that much. I want them a little tighter, so I just pull them a little bit until they get a little tighter like that. And that's going to probably need pliers to get enough tension on there. All right, so there we have it. That's our, basically, the motor is now attached. These wires are off to the side. We have the motor solidly put in there. We can now take this prop off. I don't want the things we're going to be doing in the future. We want to take that prop off for. All right. And next up is we're going to solder up the speed control.